Scott, you had some big news that you wanted to break and a story you wanted to tell us, so let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to tell you guys something now, but by the time this podcast actually gets released, the deal should be done.
All right, guys, so we got Evan back here today, and as I was walking down here, actually, I looked at my phone and I got a phone notification. And so it kind of leaked into what I wanted to talk about because the NFL season just started. But I don't know if you just saw, but Dak Prescott just got a 4-year, $240 million contract and is now the highest paid player per year in the National Football League. What do you think about that?
That's insane.
Well, I didn't even see it yet, so
I just saw it. So it's $60 million a year for those.
That's news to me. And him being in Dallas is nice, too, because the state taxes are a lot lower, so he's going to keep most of that.
But, do you think that he should be the highest paid athlete, or do you think he's not good enough?
No.
In my opinion, he's not good enough.
What position?
Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
He's a quarterback for the Cowboys.
He doesn't deserve $60 million. If I was an NFL owner or GM, I'm giving him, I'd give him, 160 for 4 years. I'd give him, $40 million a year, not 60.
Yeah, because bro, I feel like all these NFL players are getting mad greedy. It's just like a bowling ball just rolling down a hill. Justin Jefferson, then there was CD, Jamar Chase. All these guys are holding out. They're just being mad selfish. I feel like they're just they're already making millions a year, and they're like, nah, I need to be making 20, 30 million a year.
Well, the problem with it, in my opinion, is like we've talked about before. The comparison is a thief of joy. I feel like a player of a skill position, I mean, I guess any position, but you look at another man's contract that they got, and you feel like, oh, I'm better than them or I deserve more than them. So they're like, all right, I want to reconstruct. And now you've probably seen this. Some of the guys aren't even done with their current deal. They're holding out to reconstruct.
Yeah, that's Jamar Chase.
Which is crazy to me. It's one thing. I still think it's crazy if someone was a free agent and their deal is done and they just haven't come to an agreement for a new deal.
Yeah.
I think that's still pretty crazy to hold out just because you're being selfish.
Yes.
But it's ludicrous if you're going to hold out while still on a current deal and then want to reconstruct the deal. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what is happening with Jamar Chase right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Jamar Chase, he is a very talented wide receiver, and I like him a lot. I think he's a good receiver, and I think he's top 5. But he's holding out. He has 2 years left on his deal, and he's waiting because he wants more money because CD Lamb just got paid, which blows my mind. But so this is what I was going to talk about so now the football season's just starting. We've had 2 NFL games, and now we've seen Jordan Love just got injured. We saw that it's a minor MCL injury, hopefully, so he'll be back in 3 to 4 weeks, but who knows if that's true. But so I'll ask you first, and then I'll ask you. Yeah. Who's your prediction for the Super Bowl? And I know you don't watch that much football, but just throw anything out. And then we'll go back once the Super Bowl's won and see if any of us are right.
I don't even know, honestly. I would
name
definitely
any
say,
NFL team.
I'd say definitely KC, Kansas City. I would say they have to be one of them.
It's a fair choice.
Yeah.
It's pretty valid. I mean, you don't watch football, so it's the safest pick you could have gone with.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say Philadelphia Eagles, I guess.
So which one? You just said 2.
The 2.
Oh, I'm saying who you think's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Who's gonna win? I'll just say Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah. Just safe bet.
Now your New York Giants.
Fuck, I haven't
Danny
liked the
Dimes
Giants
not leading you to a Super Bowl.
That was when I was 12.
Oh no.
Not anymore. You don't like the Giants anymore?
I don't really watch football, no.
But if you had to choose a favorite team, would you still pick the Giants?
No.
Who would you pick?
I couldn't tell you right now.
Patriots guy now?
I mean, I would say I gotta rep Patriots. Might as well.
Good man.
You kind of have to look where we live.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%. All right, Scotty.
I mean, Kansas City's a fair choice. It's like Tom Brady before, LeBron now. Maybe not now, but years in past, you just don't want to bet against him, you know.
That's true.
So, yeah, I'd probably rock with Kansas City too. If we're going off of a probability, yeah.
I'm saying no. Who you think is gonna win?
Yeah, Kansas City.
Damn.
You can't go against
y'all are some bandwagons.
Yeah.
I'm going with my not my, because I'm not a Philly fan, but Philadelphia Eagles. I ride with my guy Saquon. That's been my favorite player that isn't on the Patriots.
That's fair.
And I think they're going to be filthy. Jalen Hurts is Himothy. So yeah, I got Jalen.
He was very Himothy. He had a
he was playing on a slip and slide. If you guys watched that Friday night game in Brazil,
an interception first 2 throws he had to pick.
No.
He fumbled the second possession.
Okay. Let's get something straight.
Um,
We're filming.
What?
We're filming, Cam. Shout out to my sister coming down. Cameron, if you guys know her. But yeah, so like that was not that's different though. Like if you watch that Packers versus Eagles game, everybody slipped at
so
least
bad.
10 times. It was terrible.
What does that have to do with throwing
No
the pick?
traction at all.
You're trying to throw the football and
Did
your
you watch
ball
the play?
slipped.
He literally threw it to the other team.
Yeah, because he slipped. And the fumble was not his fault. The center, who's no longer Jason Kelsey, just hiked the ball straight to his freaking his right leg.
That's true. The fumble, the fumble just happened. The pick, he literally looked at the other team and said, "Here, you want to pass? Here, have it. Fucking have it. Just hand it off to him."
Jalen Hurts is him. He's him.
He's him.
Don't.
He has how many rings?
Cam, did you start that washer? Okay, thank you.
How many rings does he have?
You
can't be him without a ring.
That's not true.
You can be a young.
Is Allen Iverson him?
No, he was a superstar, but he's not him. He doesn't
have
really.
So for in your definition to be him, you have to have.
Yes, you can be a young superstar.
So Hemi Butler's not him.
I've never called him Hemi Butler. No. Fuck no. No. He's a very good player, but he's not him, bro.
Okay.
To me, my definition of him is like not GOAT, because you're not like literally the best player of all time, but like you're on GOAT status. You know, you're the current GOAT of your generation or something like that, or like you're the top dog of whatever sport you're playing at that time. Like he's a great player, and he has the potential.
So then is it you're not him if you didn't win last year?
What?
You said you're the top of your sport right now, so that would mean that you won last year.
No, you're just the top. Like for example, Nikola Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now. Even
so
though he
he's
didn't win
him.
last year.
So you would not. LeBron's not him. Jokic is him.
Right now, I mean, LeBron's forever him.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? He's cemented himself as.
So what about Durant? Is Durant him?
Yes, he's one of the hims. He's like one of the GOATs.
Okay.
It's the same thing in the NFL, bro. It's like I compare Jalen Hurts to like Anthony Edwards.
Okay,
they have the potential to be him in the future, but they're not currently him as in like they're the top dogs.
Okay.
Pat Mahomes is still there. He's a top dog right now. He is the top dog, and if you want
to
do that, you're stupid.
Yeah. He's the best player in the NFL.
Like in the NBA, Anthony Edwards has the potential to be him, but Nikola Jokic is the top guy right now. You have Luka Doncic has the potential to be him, hasn't won a chip yet. See what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But that's my personal definition, so obviously people can disagree with that.
No, I can get behind that.
But that is a fair choice, though. That's a good pick. Eagles are good.
Yeah, no. Although I will say a team I'm excited to watch this year is definitely going to be the Houston Texans with C.J. Stroud and his three-headed monster of receivers. Although I will say, you heard it here first, I bet you Stephon Diggs does not finish as the wide receiver one on that team. There's just too many young talent that have been around C.J. Stroud already, and Stephon Diggs is old.
Old-ish, though, right? He's not old.
For NFL, he's old.
What is he, like 31?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Mikey, how old is Stephon Diggs? Yeah, I'm just curious.
He's probably 30 or 31, right?
Yeah, because last year at the end of the Bills, he wasn't great.
Yeah,
he was okay. Shout out to Mikey behind the camera, by the way.
Yeah.
He's here filming.
30.
He's 30? All right, yeah. So, I mean, that's getting to be pretty old. If he was a running back, he'd be really old. But wide receivers have a little bit longer of a shelf life.
He still has a few. All right, so change topics. I have a question that I was thinking of before we got on the pod. For the rest of your life,
okay,
would you rather have to whisper forever or shout? It's not like scream, but I'm like, hey, Evan, how's it going? Evan, Andrew, hey. Or
that's what I was about to say. I have an interesting take because I already do that.
No, that's like a loud voice. I'm talking like shouting. Shouting. So anywhere you go, you're just an automatic disruption. Or you go everywhere and no one can hear a fucking thing you're saying. So then everyone's like, what? And you're like, you basically just got to talk into their ear at that point. You're talking so quietly.
All right.
Forever.
All right. I'd have to go whisper, because then with, like, whisper, I could just, like, lie and say, like, I got something wrong with my vocal cords. Or, like, shouting, it's just, like you'd have to be like, I'm deaf. Yeah. And then they're like, but you can hear me. And you'd be like, yeah, it's special kind.
Special kind?
But, yeah, I'd go whisper. But that would be, because like Mikey said, I mean, like, everyone always tells me I'm shouting, and I don't feel like I'm shouting. But shout out to the doctor that messed up the tubes in my ear 4 times.
I would go whispering, definitely.
Why?
Just because you can control it. Like if you want to talk, like if you want to try talk loud, you can just use your phone or something like that. Where like you're shouting. It's like
What do you mean? You'd whisper into your phone and then like turn up the volume?
Yeah.
I don't think it would be much louder than you whispering though,
That's true.
unless you like attach it to like a speaker.
Like I would much rather not be shouting every time I talk, especially if I just want to say like try to order something. You go into like a coffee shop and just start screaming your order.
Bro, imagine we were at church like we were today singing the fucking songs and it was like, oh Lord!
Or you go up and
You
everything.
like scream and they're you're like,
But
you just scream in the priest's face.
the flip side of that though is if you go to a spot that's like, if you go to like a cafe or something
Like
and
loud.
it's busy,
Yeah.
and you're just whispering, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to say what 100 times. You're gonna have to bring a notebook and just write down your order
That's
and give it to them
true.
at that point, which is
Yeah.
also awkward as hell.
That's true.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah,
it's,
but then you
it's
can
less
rely on,
awkward
like-
than like screaming because then somebody's
Yeah.
gonna be like, whoa.
And if they ask why, I'd just be like medical.
You say you're deaf.
No.
You're
I'm
75.
partially deaf.
You're 75% deaf, and you can't feel how loud you're talking half the
I
time.
can't feel how loud
You
I'm
can't
talking.
feel-
Exactly.
You can't feel your
You can't hear
vocal
it.
cords.
All right, what about you? What would you?
No, I'm
choose?
agreeing with you.
Oh, okay,
but,
okay. You're just a head ass.
But you guys are making it sound like a head ass is crazy.
Yeah.
You guys are making it sound like that was like there's no cons to.
Oh no, there's
to
definitely
whispering, to
cons. It's
whispering.
just the con for shouting is way worse.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I know, because like
For sure.
like I said, like I talk loud. Like you guys let me know it, and sometimes it gets like not you guys as much, but like other people, they say something. I'm like, shit, that was really awkward. Makes me mad, uncomfortable. But all right, so
There you going?
we went to Canobie Lake Park yesterday.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite ride, Evan? I'm looking at you.
Honestly, I gotta say the new one. I don't.
The time warp thing.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was really fun. I like
was
how
dope.
it's like you go twice, so you go.
That was
You
fire.
go forwards and then you get to go backwards and everything like that, and it's really crazy that they're intertwined and everything while
Yeah.
you're going through and stuff.
That
That
was
was really fun.
Do you think it would have been worth it if you had to wait as long as we did, but only got to go through once? Because we were in that
No.
line for damn near an hour and a
No.
half. Like I feel like it was.
it
an
was an
eternity.
hour and a half? It was
Hour-
45
it was
minutes.
45.
Well, yeah, but it felt like an
But-
eternity.
But like that was like 2 rides worth of waiting, and luckily
Yeah.
we got that, so it was definitely worth it.
But if it was only one, would it have been worth it?
No, but
Valid.
you got to think too. It's a new ride. Everyone's gonna want to go on it. Of course, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a longer ride and stuff like that. So, I mean, of course I would try it, but yeah.
What about you?
Untamed, bro.
Yeah.
That thing was crazy.
I mean, like for those of you who haven't been to Canobie, I'm sure most of you have, but Untamed, basically, you go and you're completely flat in there like this, and you're
Completely
slowly,
vertical.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're just going onto the top, and then the drop isn't even just like a normal, just straight down drop. It even curves down a little
Scoops
bit.
Yeah,
in
it's like a
there.
little more than 90.
So you're literally
Yeah.
like, when you go to drop, your stomach drops obviously too, but like you literally feel like you're falling off head first because there's such a
yeah,
drop.
and the top part is so short,
It's
like you can't even
crazy.
like see the drop. You just
Yeah,
like get
bro.
up to the
You
top
just-
and you just
you just-
fall
you
because
just
the
go.
thing's so tall.
And what I didn't notice either too is the second half of it for me was also pretty bad too, because you're going
Oh, the
like
twists and
sideways,
turns,
you're
yeah.
like going
Oh, yeah.
sideways
Yeah.
and flipping and going upside down. So I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, dude.
And then it speeds up at the end too.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, obviously this part at the beginning was the worst,
Yeah.
but the second half wasn't much better. In my
Yeah.
opinion. That shit was crazy too. What also made it crazy for us too is because so we were gonna go on a different ride first, and then they had a mechanical issue, so we had to go and just go on a different ride, so we weren't wasting our time.
Mm-hmm.
We did Untamed for the first ride,
Yeah,
Which
the
is-
best ride.
which is
Yeah.
normally you do that shit last or like
Yeah.
towards the end of the day when you know you're about to leave, you know.
Yeah,
So doing that
we just
first
started
was
off
also
hot.
was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you were shitting your pants when you
I
were
was
standing
shitting
there
my
right
pants,
there. You
bro.
could hear the wind coming.
Yeah.
That was
crazy.
hilarious. And like, I don't know, bro. Like the fact I loved that because that was my first time ever going on that ride too.
You never been on Untamed?
No, not
Oh,
before
really?
yesterday.
Oh
Because
damn.
like I said, like the first time I was like in 5th grade and I went out,
That's
and then, but like the pictures were the best part for me.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
after the fact, because like that was like a genuine reaction. Like I did not know there was a camera, and I got to see like what my face looked like when I was being happy on that ride, and it's damn near fucking ugly as hell.
Yeah.
What was your favorite ride?
I would probably say
Don't say that-
Untamed.
Oh, okay, I was thought you were about to say the fucking Turkish twist.
Hell no.
You're not gonna say the
Hell
swings?
No, the swings. The swings thing, like that was like it felt like a kid's version of that
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
Like you didn't go as
Yeah.
high and it wasn't as fast.
Yeah.
But like the Turkish twist, I will admit, like I enjoyed more than I thought, but definitely not enough to be my favorite ride. I mean, like that was just kind of.
I forgot the bottom drops out and you just like.
Yeah, no, like
levitate there.
that's what kind of makes it cool though, because you're spinning so fast, you're stuck to the wall, and like you could feel the blood like rushing to the back of my face.
And then when you lean forward,
dude. When I leaned forward after the ride, my head literally was like, like I would have thrown up if I kept doing that.
Yeah.
But hot take though, my least favorite ride was that Frisbee.
I agree.
That was that like I will admit it started off a little slow and then it got crazy, but like. I don't know. That one just, it was okay. Like, it was cool, and it lasted a while. Yeah. It was mad trippy how close we got to those poles on the side.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, but I just felt sick afterwards. And then, like I was sick when we got to Chick-fil-A. Like, still, like, it lingered that long.
I was too.
You definitely need to leave it for last, because if you do that, you're just going to ruin your day, I feel like.
Well, so that's what I did when I first did the Canobie, like 12 years ago. I went on the Frisbee first. It was the first ride I ever went on. Yeah. And the whole rest of the day, I was just bugged out.
Yeah.
I think that's also what made the Turkish Twister a little bit worse, too, because I went on the Frisbee prior to that. So I went on the Turkish Twister, and I was just cooked, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Just cooked.
That's just spinning. Just constantly.
Just spin, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so if we were to plan something like that again, would we take the trek to Six Flags, you think? Or you think going back to Canobie's a move?
I personally think we should go to Disney World in
Florida. Florida? Here's what I'll say, though.
It's so expensive.
Well, obviously, it's mad expensive. But I've heard, so there's Disney, I'm pretty sure Disneyland is in California and Disney World. Yeah. But I've heard Disneyland sucks compared to Disney World.
It does.
So what you do is you go to you've been to both?
No, I've been to Disney World, but I've heard Disneyland sucks.
Oh, damn. Because I was going to say what you do is you go to Disneyland first in California, so then you go to Disney World and it's cool. Because if you go to Disney World first, then Disneyland's going to suck.
I mean, I went to Disney World.
Goes to Disney.
Suck relative, obviously.
I mean, I went to Disney World when I was like real young. So I don't really remember.
Oh, so there's probably a bunch of new stuff too.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we went, I feel like you'd have to go Disneyland than Disney World.
I don't even know if I would go to Disneyland, to be honest.
I'd only go because I've never been to California.
That's fair.
Like, then it gives me a reason.
That's true.
But, like, Canobie is so nice because it's so convenient for us. We're so lucky. We have that, honestly. It's only 30 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fire. Like, I will admit, though, I definitely thought they had more rides. Like, I remember going there, and I, like...
They got rid of that one roller coaster.
Yeah, they got rid of one roller coaster. I have no idea why. Like, there was... Because now Untamed and the Yankee Cannonball, but that thing's a death trap. Yeah. Like, that's the only real roller coaster. I don't know why you... Like, it must have just got mad rusty or something, but...
Well, no, it was pretty... I feel like it was...
It was newer, definitely. Not as new as Untamed.
No.
But so I have no idea why. Because you could see where the roller coaster used to be. It was just a big field right in the middle. Yeah. And it just made it feel like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
It's also different. It's a different perspective when you're young, dude. Because you look at everything and you're like, wow, this is so big. And you're also a third of the size you are now, you know?
Yeah.
So everything just looks and seems much bigger. But now you're 23, turning 24, like... You're like, this isn't as big as I thought it was, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like the Star Blaster when I was a kid, like in 5th grade, like I said, when I cried on it, or I don't know, however old I was.
Yeah.
But that Star Blaster looked like a mile high, and then I went there and I was like, bro, what?
Yeah.
That thing's like, not that. Like my house is like almost as, maybe not my house, but you know what I mean. Like it's like 150 max.
Yeah. We should definitely go to Six Flags some point.
Six Flags would be dope though.
I got to go once last year. It was so fun for the first time.
Where's the nearest one in Mass?
Yeah, Springfield, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Springfield.
Because they also have they have a lot more rides and they're crazy.
It's right on the border of like.
And then we could actually just ride roller coasters and stuff.
And like the Star Blaster, I would say. Is 2 or 3 times taller. I would say.
Yeah. They have a massive, way bigger version.
I think it's still called the Superman, or they lost the rights to the name of it. But it's like a giant roller coaster where you go super high up and you can see like the city and everything from it. It's really, it's really fun, and they have so many rides there.
The rides, like the Superman is like their iconic roller coaster.
Yeah,
like that's like Superman, Batman, like they're all like Marvel themed, or unless they lost the rights.
And then they have one where you like you sit in it, but you're like hanging from the bottom and you ride around and stuff, kind of like the old one did at the Canobie, the yellow one that they got rid of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Where like you're
hanging from the bottom of
so
it.
like the seats hang down from the top, and then there's like a base under you
Yeah.
when you go to sit, but then it drops out, and you're like on the roller coaster like this. You're like sitting in a seat, but like it's linked up to the top rather than like the rail for the roller
you have
coaster's
nothing
above
below
you
you.
rather than
So
below
there's
you.
nothing below you.
Nothing below you.
except your seat, and you're just dangling.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But it's I think it makes it way cooler.
Oh yeah, because you feel like you're just flying. Through
Yeah,
and
you
everything.
like whip through, like your legs are just flailing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But like, have
That's
you
insane.
ever? I think this actually might be water country because we were talking about
so
going to water
fun.
country too. Do you know you've been there? The
Yeah.
ride where like you go stand in a tube, and then the floor drops out from
Yeah.
under you, and you just shoot down the tube out and then into the big pool.
Yeah.
That thing's fire. Like when we were just talking about the floor dropping out, that's what it made me.
I
think
did
of.
that my first time. I got really scared of doing that because I got like a lot of water I sucked in, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. But like I tried it again, that was fine. But like that first time just sucked.
Dude, when I was doing that, I might be weird for this, but like, so obviously the tube you go in, the floor drops out, and then gravity takes over.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if there's just like a part of the floor that like ends up sticking out, or like a I don't know, there's something that sticks out that's sharp, and then gravity just takes you down and it slices up your entire back. Because there's nothing you do.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
gravity, you're just falling. So no matter
Yeah.
what, if it's there, it's slicing through you, whether you want it or not. And that was always my biggest fear. Of
That's
that
true.
ride. Like I was like, make sure that thing's like
That's
nice and clean before I get in there.
Your biggest fear was getting your back sliced, and Mikey's biggest fear is the kids shitting and pissing in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey's a big guy on water quality.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Hey, man, it's
but I mean,
chlorine.
yeah, it is chlorine, but it's still kind of gross to think about.
Oh, where it turns it to purple.
Like
I'm
from
blue.
from like grown-ups.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely not true, but they say that they tell kids that so you don't pee in the pool.
Yeah.
Mikey's just one of the gullible ones that believed him.
He's just
You-
upset
you
because he
wouldn't-
never
you
got to
wouldn't go,
pee
right?
in the pool.
Mike,
To
you
water
wouldn't go
country?
to water country?
No.
What about Six Flags?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That Six Flags would be dope.
All right, that'll be the next spot, Six Flags
Yeah.
in Springfield. And then, in the comment section, if y'all got a really good amusement park that you want us to go to that's like in the northern New England-ish area or around this area, then let us know.
Speaking of that too, we went with Rylan, who was a previous guest on a couple episodes. Actually, last episode.
Yeah, last
And
episode.
he had mentioned us doing a vlog going to Canobie or any trip like that. So
Yeah.
if y'all want something like that, like a 4TV vlog,
Like if when we go to Six Flags or
sure.
something.
or it's like anytime we do like a boys trip with the squad, just let us know and we'll
Just let
definitely
us know. We can try to make some of it happen when we
Yeah.
come back for the weekends when I come back from school and stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
I guess this will segue us into it. Scott, you had some big news that you wanted to break and a story you wanted to tell us, so let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to tell you guys something now, but by the time this podcast actually gets released, the deal should be done. I'm in the last stages of finalizing a contract for my first deal to go to play in Norway.
Professionally.
Yeah, so
That's fire.
it's exciting. Deal isn't completely finished yet, but like I said, by the time this video is dropped, it should be posted. Pen should be on paper.
Yeah, let's go.
The story that I wanted to share. So I haven't told you this yet either, Mikey. So this will be new for you too. So I know in the last podcast I kind of talked about how my relationship with God is growing.
Yeah, we went to church this
Obviously
morning.
today was
Yeah.
my first time going to church. I'll explain that after too, because
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of a crazy experience. But
Yeah.
so obviously my faith is growing a little bit more. I'm kind of becoming more consistent. I had a conversation with you about it yesterday.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is I want to just become more consistent. I don't want to just talk to God or have a relationship with Him when it benefits me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I want to have Him in my life just all the time, the goods and the bads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm literally getting chills thinking about this story, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm going to tell the end of the story, and then I'm going to go back, and you'll see why this all kind of plays in together.
Yeah.
So prior to me getting in contact with Norway, about 2 weeks ago, I got my first official offer to play in Albania.
Albania, shout out Effley if you're watching, and we know
Yes.
that you are.
Got a contract to go play in Albania. Really low paying opportunity, but it was going to get my foot in the door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So it was my first pro deal. Like I
Yeah.
was officially offered. Like I talked to the coach on the phone, right? So
Mhm.
a legit deal. Wasn't going to be making a lot at all. So it was going to be barely feasible, but enough to, if I go over there and I play well, I can, get another contract for the next
Yeah.
season. So that was obviously insane to me. It's my first time getting a deal.
Yeah.
So I was already in contact with Norway before I got the Albania deal, and they were kind of on the fence if they wanted to give me the chance.
Yeah.
But the guy who I was working with that has the connections to Norway, I told him about the Albania deal. And so what we were able to do is we were able to leverage the Albania deal to show the Norway team that I had another team that was interested in signing me. To basically give them a push to be like,
yo, you need to sign
use
me.
that
I'm not
leverage
going to be available.
I'm not going to be available. And it shows that, like, it's not just you guys that are interested in me. I have another team that's willing to,
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
other
that's fine.
offers on the
Right.
table that you could take.
which is a crazy blessing because what I'm about to say is crazy. So obviously I don't know for sure if the Albania is the sole reason why I was able to get this Norway opportunity.
Yeah.
But I can bet your ass it's like half the reason why, because the team's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like I'm not just giving this random kid an opportunity. Like, yo, he already had
He
another
clearly
pro
has
offer.
been
Right,
going
right,
after
right.
him.
He's not just like some bum off the street.
Yeah.
So probably a month ago, I'm at the farmer's market with Sierra and her dad, Scott,
Okay.
in Lebanon. It's like a Thursday night. It's like a half hour before it closes. It's like 6:30. They close at 7. We're getting food, and I buy some like egg rolls or something. I don't know, whatever it is. I buy some food, right?
Yeah.
And so the way it's set up, it's called On the Green. So it's basically just this. It's like a dog park kind of, not like a normal dog park with like. It's basically just an area of grass with like a little spot where they play like a concert.
Yeah.
It's basically just an open field that's fenced in the middle of town,
Right.
Yeah.
where they'll have all their vendors set up for the farmers market.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I go and I get my food, and on one side there's like 4 or 5 picnic tables. So me, Scott, and Sierra, we go to sit down. This kid walks over, don't know him at all, and he's like, he has a little bit of an accent, and he's like, "Hey guys, do you mind if I come and sit down with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Like, why not? That's cool. Like,
Right.
all other picnic tables are taken
Yeah.
up, and there's a spot next to me."
Yeah.
So I'm talking to him. Mind you, this is 2 weeks before the Albanian team offered me,
Yeah.
right? We're talking, and I'm like, "Oh no, where are you from?" Guess where the kid's from, bro?
Norway.
He says, "I'm a foreign exchange student from Albania."
Ha!
Mind you, I've never met another kid other than Efley
Yeah.
from Albania. I barely even heard of Albania.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me 2 weeks before I get my first offer to go to Albania, a kid that happens to be in the state, he's a foreign exchange living with a family in Vermont, and
Yeah.
happens to go to Lebanon because it's like right on the border,
Yeah.
Right.
happens to be in the same exact spot, happens to sit next to me
Yeah.
to talk to me about how he's from Albania. And then 2 weeks later, I get an offer from Albania for my first deal.
Yeah.
And then I'm able to leverage that Albania deal to get my first real opportunity to play in Norway.
That's crazy.
To me, that's God in a human form.
Oh, 100%.
Besides Efley, I've literally never even heard of Albania.
Yeah. I think other than Efley, I think I've maybe met one person from Albania.
Like
And
ever.
that was at college.
Like
yeah.
ever. It's right? Like I've
Yeah.
never,
Like it's not common.
It's a very small.
to me that's not a coincidence at all. And on everything,
Nah,
bro, we
100%.
left the farmers market and I looked over at Sierra and I said, if I get something from Albania, bro, and you can text her and call her after this. I swear to God I said this. If I get something from Albania after I just talked to this kid from Albania, that's God, bro. There's no way there's no some type of connection between those two situations that it's not him intervening in my life.
I agree 100%.
There's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah. I
It's
agree with
insane.
that.
Insane.
It is insane. Like that's kind of like the way I was telling you about you with my dental school deal. Like I just knew the school I was going to get into, given it was a little different because UNE was kind of my safety school, so like slightly different circumstance.
No.
But like the way it happened was almost like exactly how I said it was going to happen. And he just put something, like the way I look at it as like when God gives you like your dreams or things that you want to get, like that's his proof sent to you beforehand to indicate that it's yours. Like he's giving it to you, and even if you tell everyone it and they shut you down, it's because it's not their dream. Which is why like a lot of people that become famous, like I listen to Steve Harvey and Denzel Washington, they talk about how like you shouldn't even like you can, but like you shouldn't be telling your close relatives your dreams because they might just shoot you down, and then that will discourage you from going forward. But really, they're doing that because they love you and because they don't see it for you, but God gave it to you for a reason. And so like I think that's literally exactly what you just said. Like he sent you proof in advance that you didn't even know, but then you kind of had an inkling of like, oh, what if this happens? Because you've recently been getting into God and you've been seeing how good he can be and how good he is to just give us like every day. Because like to be honest, like you could not wake up tomorrow. Like there's no guarantee. Like literally every single day you wake up is his proof to you that he's not done with you. In my opinion.
I agree. It's like when I see or experience something like that, bro, it almost reminds me of some shit I would see in a movie that you wouldn't believe. Like for example, if you came to me and told me that this just happened, I'd be like, not that I wouldn't believe you. I'd believe that it happened, but I'd be like,
you'd just be like, it's probably just a coincidence.
It's a coincidence that it happened to you, right? Like, it's just not a coincidence, bro. There's just no way.
Yeah, no. Like,
no.
The way you were talking about too, like the way it makes you feel, like you can't even really explain it. Like your body starts to shake a little bit, like your chest gets a little tight, and like you just feel like this, like it's like joy on steroids. Like it's like you just like can't describe the feeling. Your head gets fuzzy, like maybe your eyes start to water, like that. Like I literally had that kind of experience you're talking about too. I was watching. You've probably seen the movie Field of Dreams. I doubt you have. It's a really famous baseball movie. And so there's a scene in it where like the guy that owns the field, like his dad comes in and like is like talking, and I don't remember exactly the words because like it was a little while ago, but like in my mind I was thinking about like heaven, and then I like heard like them say this is heaven, and it was like the woman that was married to the husband like never got to meet the dad because he died before they started dating or whatever, and like she got to meet his dad for the first time, and then there was like this is heaven, and that just like I literally like record. I have a video on my phone I can show you. It's kind of cringy, but like I was like my eyes were watering because I was like that's like heaven for me because Caroline never got to meet my mom, so I was like that's heaven. Like Caroline will get to meet my mom, and like it just overtook my entire body. Like I couldn't think about anything else. Like I said, my eyes were watering. Like it's just crazy. Like he just works mysterious ways, and I can't explain it. But I love it, and I love him.
So I was talking to... I'll explain my experience at church in a second because that was, it was crazy. Speaking of, like, what you were just talking about. So I had Thursday night. So part of my job is I have to go to the fields when we have practice and stuff. So we just started soccer and football season. Mm-hmm. So Thursday night I had to go down to the fields and talk to some of the coaches and give them the equipment they need for the first day of practice and yada, yada.
Right. So
I'm talking to this one parent who's good friends with my boss, and he comes in the office a lot, so I kind of know of him. We've had a lot of conversations. With a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not going to just spill his business, but he's a changed man, and he was telling me this story about one time he was in a predicament. Obviously not going to say what happened that led to this predicament because it's not my business to share. Right. But essentially, he was pinned on the ground, and a dude had a gun to his head. And he heard the gun click, but the clip was empty. And the guy who was shooting the gun obviously didn't know the clip was empty. He was trying to kill him. Right. The clip was empty, but he heard the sound of the gun click. And he literally said, bro, and like, I could just tell it was so genuine the way he was like looking into my, like no weird shit. Like he was looking in my eyes, like telling me the story, right? Yeah. And he's like, bro, this was like, because he's like 41 now. So this was like 25 years ago. So this was some time ago. And he has a kid that was like, his oldest son now is like 19 or 20. Mm-hmm. He goes, bro, I promise you, and I swear to God, I literally, when I heard the gun click, I literally saw my future wife and my future kids. And I literally just saw everything flash before my eyes. And I literally thought I saw God come down and Satan here. And God literally just take away Satan. As the gun clicked, the dude who had the gun realized the clip was empty and ran away. Because he's like, oh shit, I don't have a weapon now. Yeah. The whole situation just unfolded so quick and he just ran. And he's like, bro, I literally felt like I saw my future wife and my future kids literally in the forefront of my brain as the gun clicked because I thought I was already going to heaven.
That's fire. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just listening to that.
And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this, bro. And I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah. That's crazy. All it took is for one more bullet.
Yeah. One less bullet to be shot.
For me not even to have that conversation about it, you know?
Yeah. Never have had that experience.
And essentially what happened to him, he was saying, is like, bro, from that moment on, obviously I wasn't just cold turkey a better man, but he's like, I just gradually started to change and turn my life around. That's exactly what the priest said earlier today. It's not going to happen. And literally, this is exactly what he said earlier. And so he's like, I just took gradual steps to just try to be a better man, to realize that I have a purpose and that I'm, blessed to be here. Because obviously he wouldn't be having this conversation right now in that moment if it wasn't for that bullet not being in the clip, Right. Yeah. And that just touched me, bro, because I'm like, damn, bro, that's insane.
No, yeah, that's absolutely, that's the realest shit you can ever hear. Like, to be that close to death, like I thought you were about to be like he held the gun to my I thought you were about to be like he held the gun to my head and was like, you need to praise the Lord Jesus Christ, I'm gonna shoot you. I was like, wait a minute. But that story was actually like that gave me chills, like listening to that.
It's crazy, bro.
It is
that close and just
Yeah.
dude, I just don't know how to describe it. Like if you haven't experienced it, I can't explain it to you. If you have, you know. Like I don't know. It's to me, it's like impossible that there's not God up there looking over me. And like,
oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
Obviously, I've talked a lot, so I'll explain this one last segment. Our experience with church. Well, mine specifically because like I had a moment. And obviously, we can go back to the normal podcast because obviously, we're not finished to be sappy the whole time. It's gonna be funny too.
Yeah.
But so today was my first time going to church, and I built my relationship with God, like as I just said and said in the podcast before. But I'm, trying to be more consistent and trying to, build that relationship. So Evan and Andrew were generous enough to invite me to go to church with them this morning. Evan, you could talk about it a little bit in a second, but he grew up in a family that was on the religious side, and you kind of grew up not a ton, but you kind of grew up into a little bit. You've been baptized. You've been to this church that we went to before, so you're kind of familiar with it. When we were younger,
we went to church and everything like that.
Yeah,
at church and stuff.
So you're familiar with the one that we went to today. Have you been to that one? Was that your first time?
That was my second time.
Second time. So you've been
I
there
went
once.
there with Caroline once. Yeah.
And you've been to church plenty of times, so you kind of already knew the gist of it. But this is my very first time going.
Yeah.
And so we go. Funny part about it is I couldn't read the scripture, dude. So we're going through like the scriptures, and I didn't realize, like, we were singing a song and we're reading, or we were singing along with the pastor and everybody else, or the priest and everybody else that was there. And I look over at Andrew and I'm like, bro, I can't read this stuff because it's like the way if you've been, you'd understand, but it's like different lines, but then the lines match up with the line that's underneath, like in different sections.
It's not like reading a book.
So I'm reading like line underneath the line, and I'm looking over, I'm hearing Andrew, because you talk a little bit loud, no offense, but I'm like, he's saying words that I'm not saying, I'm singing some other song that they're not singing, and I'm like, dude, I even belong here right now? I'm like, damn. So finally, I asked you, and I was like, yo, like, how do I read this shit? Because I'm like, I sound so stupid right now, not reading the right scripture. So finally, I got it, so I'm kind of getting the gist of it. And I mean, there was parts during the whole thing where I didn't know what I was doing, or I didn't really know.
Yeah, I mean, I still do that.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. It is what it is. My first time, right?
Yeah.
And I've said this to you guys before we're about to start this, but there was a couple things that the priest said that, like, I don't know, just hit me. And he was talking about partiality in the sense that, like, no matter what you've done in the past, or what sins you committed, or what things you considered to be sins, or things that you felt like weren't good.
Yeah.
God's going to accept you and love you for who you are no matter what, and he's going to help you and tune you up, as the priest said, to help you become a better version of yourself going forward. And for me, and the trauma that I've experienced in my past, I feel like I've never been able to feel that I'd be accepted for those things.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got on our knees to do some of the other stuff that we were doing at the church, dude, I don't know what it was, and I started crying, bro. Literally started crying. And I literally couldn't hold it back, couldn't tell you why. And I feel like I was receiving love and acceptance and prosperity from someone or of things that I couldn't get from a human being, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have a lovely girlfriend who treats me well and cares for me and gives me love. But it was almost a love and prosperity that I couldn't get from a human being, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I can't describe the feeling. It's hard to explain right now, even just trying to explain my experience. And I literally just started breaking down and started crying, bro. But it felt good just to let things out and kind of process things that I've tried to handle in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I have, like, someone on my team again. You know?
It kind of felt like a little bit of healing of your soul.
Yes, bro. That's exactly what it is.
It helped heal your soul a bit.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
It helped you feel warm and comfortable.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And if you know me, I don't cry, bro. Like, I just don't cry. Like, I rarely cry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, you're kind of the same way. Like, I feel like the only
time I did around you guys was at your mom's funeral.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like for me, like, since
time.
like we've talked about this before, and unfortunately that podcast didn't get aired. But when each of us have lost a parent at different moments in our life. But now you lost your father, I lost my mom, you lost your father.
Yeah.
Like, for me to cry, like, it takes a lot. Like, that, like, kind of made me, like, stone cold in a way almost. Not Steve Austin, but it just made me like Caroline, like, talks to me about it all the time. Like, she'll, like, cry when we say goodbye, and I feel sad, and like when because I don't get to live with her, but when I leave for like a week, and like I just don't cry. I don't know. Like I just watch sad movies. Like I don't cry unless it makes me start thinking about my mom. Then I'll cry.
Right.
But I think like just losing a parent like that, like just conditions you and like hardens you, so it takes so much more to cry. Like with my grandfather too. Like when he passed away, I didn't cry. Like I loved my grandfather and he was awesome to me and my family. Like he blessed us up with that 113 Liberty Street house. Like he bought that house, built it up for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good to us at the pool. Like he was a bit of a grump, but that was who he was. But yeah, like I didn't even feel the need to cry. Like I felt sad, but I didn't cry. But like that's just, I feel like the way it is when you lose a parent, or God forbid, like you lose like someone maybe even closer, like a sibling or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nothing compares to that pain anymore. So now like your body just is so hardened that you don't cry.
That's a great way to put it. That's how I feel, man. Like I just don't cry, bro. So when we first went on our knees, my chest started to get tight, my eyes started to water, but I was holding it together because I'm like, bro, I'm not finna cry. My first time going to church, right? Like, what the hell do I look like doing this right now?
Yeah.
Then we got up to read some more scripture and sing a song. Then we got back down, and I felt it a little more. Then we went back down for the third time, bro. I just started crying, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Literally just couldn't
It's just
control
God
it.
telling you to release it.
Just release it,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Stop holding back, man. Just
Yeah.
let it go, you know?
Yeah, let the past be the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's enough of me talking about this happy shit, but if you haven't given God a chance, man, I highly encourage you to. I highly recommend going to church or just slowly, gradually building a relationship with him, man. I think it doesn't hurt to give it a try, man. It's not for everyone, obviously. I'm not saying you have to be a child of God or be a Christian or whatever you believe in, but at least give it a try. Worst case, you decide it's not for you and it didn't really help, but
yeah, worst case, like the priest said, you end up where you were before.
exactly, man.
Exactly.
It's not gonna hurt you in any way. So I recommend you guys give it a try for sure.
100%. I love it.
What was your question, man? You had a question
You had
that
a
you were gonna
question.
ask before.
What?
Like,
About,
just go ahead, whatever you want.
was it? I don't even know.
I think you said
You
handles.
forgot the
You said
handle,
handles?
the door thing.
Oh, those questions.
You thought you were talking about church stuff.
Yeah, that's how I was like. What? No. So there was this thing back in 2022. Is there more? Was it more handles or more wheels in the world?
More handles or wheels?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I remember this debate.
Yeah.
And
Is like a doorknob a handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handle. Yeah.
I
So-
say wheels. Personally, I say wheels.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I say wheels.
But here's the thing,
More
though.
cars are being built than houses. Are obviously not just houses have handles on.
Yeah,
it,
but
like,
But wait a minute.
every
Every
car
car
has
has as many door handles as there is wheels,
that's
basically.
a good
Unless
point.
you're
But
like a Tesla.
That's true.
But
that's
then
true, that's
you get
true.
into the factor of tractor trailers, stuff like that, where there's wheels but no handles.
Yeah, but you think about it, right? Like,
Nah, you got me.
I was about to say,
Yeah, he
because
got
like you think about it, like
Nah, he got me.
every
He got me.
cars are the most wheels, or trucks.
Yeah.
They have basically nowadays as many handles as there is wheels.
Yeah.
So that almost cancels them out. There is trailers and stuff. They're not that common. But then if
They're
you're
not
talking
that
about,
common. How do we get most of our transportation
oh my
done?
God, you know what I mean,
That's
bro.
true.
I'm just
we got,
saying.
We got 18 wheelers too.
Yeah, 18 wheelers. They have handles on the back though, so they can open that back door.
And what
Two
about
handles to 18 wheels.
Yeah, but
what
but
about-
every house here? How many handles are there in this house? There's down here. I can see 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4.
But how many
There's
tires
right
do you
there,
go
too.
through in a
Right there,
year?
like-
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. What? There's got to be way more handles.
How many tires have you gone through in your car?
That's not a bad point.
Yeah.
I've probably changed my tires that I can remember like 3 times on that car. So that's 12. And then I'll need a new set soon. Those things are bald.
And
as
you gotta
hell.
think
Yeah,
about
they
all
are.
the tires that are just in stock for people to go replace.
That too.
You don't just have I mean, I guess you have handles in stock too, but like.
Yeah, I mean Home Depot, Lowe's, they
But
have
it's to-
mad
yeah,
handles
but to
just
an
sitting.
extent though, the tire that's actually a tough one, man. You're
That's
persuading me, but that might be tough, dude. That might be tough.
Ah, damn. Yeah, no, I think I stick with handles, but like,
It's not that far off.
I wonder. I'm gonna look at Mikey look it up, but there's no way there's like an accurate count.
Be like, yo,
Yo, Mikey, actually just look up how many wheels are there in the world, how many handles, and we'll see if if it's just like, are you an idiot? How the hell would I know this? No. Like, actually, I want to see like if it says something. How many wheels are there in the world? To see if it like gives an estimate. Because like maybe it's just like, all right, we counted for this little area, and then we're just gonna exacerbate that for the
Use
rest
that
of
as
the.
the medium.
That is crazy.
Above average, this equates to
7 point 7.1 wheels.
of each 5.95 billion belong to cars.
Okay, so wait, 7.1 billion?
Billion wheels.
Oh, I heard million. Okay, so
Wait,
7.1 billion.
is that only to cars?
No, he said
No,
5
no, no.
point something.
5.95.
5.95 belong to cars. So most of them are to cars, which makes sense. All right, so 7.1 billion tires. Now look up handles.
You know,
This has got to be grossly inaccurate, but this is what we're going with.
Absolutely.
I'm Wheels Gang.
Yeah.
Wheels
I'm
Gang.
handles.
Y'all
Team handles.
Team handles.
Your handles?
Yeah, handles.
Damn straight.
I'm lucky I'm too, but I'm Team Wheels.
He just wants to be different.
Should I look up like door handles?
No, just look up handles.
I did, but there's not like
It doesn't give a number.
no.
It's way too
Yeah,
hard to calculate.
wheels,
Way
wheels,
too hard to
something
calculate.
like
There's just so many handles.
I think Will got it.
Yeah.
There's no way. No, it's definitely like there's so many handles that they don't even count. Like it's like we couldn't count if we tried.
No,
Yeah.
man.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Look up how many door handles there are. We'll just say door handles. There's more than just door handles in the world, but we'll just see how. Because maybe just door handles alone will be wheels.
No chance.
Potentially.
No, if it's just door handles, no chance.
I guess there is like some like African countries, like a lot of their houses don't have doors. They just
No,
have
but I promise you, if it's just door handles, there's no way.
What?
How many buildings?
Like some African countries, like the.
Buildings are in the world. These buildings have handles.
Gang, what?
What?
This could easily like.
You know how many handles are gonna be in those buildings?
That's what I'm saying.
But if it's like a billion, I see what you're saying. Just look up how many handles there are. Look up how many buildings there are. Like it's a very weird
The
round.
number. I don't know what this is.
What does it say for the?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 digits.
Like what are the first digits?
Bro,
Is it like 12? That's
no, Mikey.
so that's
Hold on,
620.
Mikey, come here. No.
That's 62 trillion,
No, we have our
200
we have our
billion.
camera guy. We have our camera guy.
No, wait a minute. Retract what I just said. It's 62 billion, 200 million.
No. It's 6,222,080,408 buildings.
That handles one actually.
No.
Because that's just buildings alone.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. No, you're right.
then-
So there's that. So I was right. There's like way more
It's not
handles.
even close,
It's
yeah.
not. I
Yeah,
knew
it's
it
not
wouldn't be
even
close. I was like, there's just no way.
Hey, I'm still Team Wheels though.
Yeah, no, I can't even believe I
So
just said 620 trillion though. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Imagine there were 620 trillion buildings in the world. There'd be no Earth. It'd just be
It should just be buildings, bro.
floating building. I mean, we're getting to that point where we're moving out of this world and going to others, like the moon and shit with SpaceX and stuff. All right, ready? If you had the opportunity, right?
No.
SpaceX offers you the opportunity
No.
to go for a month.
Nope.
You don't have to live there.
Nope.
You not taking it?
I'm not going.
Why?
I'm just not going.
What if they'd pay you?
No.
Oh, it
It's
absolutely.
not worth my life, bro.
I would do it.
What if they gave
It's
you
not worth my life.
$10 billion?
It's not worth my life, bro. There's no dollar amount that's worth
That's
my life.
that's true. That's true. But
Unless-
what if
unless they were like it's obviously hypothetically, but unless
Yeah.
there was a 100% success rate of me coming back alive, then I'm not taking it.
what if they had already sent like 1,000 people
I
up
don't-
before you and nobody died?
Don't care.
Yeah.
So it needs to be how many people would need to go up successfully for you to feel comfortable?
Not a single amount.
What?
That's why I just said hypothetically, if there was a way to be like, okay, you're 100.
So what if they sent up 1 billion people and nobody died? That's 100% success rate.
No,
That's not.
that's not.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
Oh yes,
people have
actually,
died
it
in the
is
past going to the
100%.
moon, so no matter
Until
what, it can't
someone
be 100.
dies, yeah.
Well, that's
Literally-
different though. Not using the way that they're bringing you up to the
Doesn't
moon.
matter, bro.
That was like in 1940 when
matter that people have died.
they were
Therefore,
running on freaking fossil.
If one person dies, that means no matter how many successful people go up there and come back alive, you can never get to 100%.
That's true, but I said nobody died in the billion.
So it's not 100%. I said 100%, not a single person.
I just said not a single person died in the billion.
People have died going to the moon, bro.
But not the same way that
It
I would
doesn't
be
matter.
going.
It doesn't matter. People have died going to the moon, so it's not 100%
I mean-
success rate, and I'm not taking it.
We literally had a teacher from.
What?
Oh my god, we
Who?
You don't know that about that dog that was sent to the in space? They sent just a dog alone.
Damn, that's lonely as hell.
I mean, hey, we literally
That's
had a
fucked.
teacher from Concord.
Well, yeah,
that
Kristen
died.
McAuliffe.
Hey, you're bugging, bro.
No, I'm not bugging.
You're bugging,
That
bro.
was like 50 years ago.
Congrats.
I
would argue the shit
Bro.
back then was better, bro. It's like building materials for a house. You'd rather have a house that was built back then than a house.
Okay, I don't know about that. Well, yes, I
You're
would much
tripping.
rather have a house
You're
back then
tripping.
than now because this stuff.
Because of the
nowadays-
economy,
No, I'm talking
maybe.
about the
No,
way
not
it's
because of
built,
the
the way it's
economy.
built,
If you
bro.
look at the wood and stuff like that,
Yes.
like if you look,
Obviously, it's a drastic comparison. I know, but
Bro.
but like a lot of builders.
Think
are
about it
saying-
right now. You know how many people probably died in the making of Tesla? Like they did prototypes and it just like didn't work. Like probably not a lot, but there's some that probably died.
congrats.
But you'd get in a Tesla.
Who
Success rates.
who said that? I don't have a Tesla.
You would never drive in a Tesla?
I didn't say that. I don't know.
You don't. So if I got a Tesla offering you a ride, you'd say no.
Yeah.
That's different though. I can get out and
And walk.
I can get out whenever I want.
You
bro.
can get out on when
Yeah,
you're on the moon.
yeah. I
When
can
you
just
get
out,
there,
I
you
can
can go
just
walk
get out.
around.
Yeah, just get out.
Yeah, you just walk around.
I don't even believe you can get to the moon, bro. I don't believe in that stuff.
You think it's all fake?
Yes, bro. I don't
That's
believe it.
blasphemy.
I don't believe it.
He's part of the Illuminati.
I know. I don't believe it, bro.
They're all fake.
You mean to tell me someone has pictures from 1907
No,
when they
there's
went?
actually proof. There's actually proof.
Like, bro, you.
Debunked. The old video.
It's bullshit.
They
It's bullshit, bro.
Mikey found a YouTube video on Instagram that said, "Yo, dude, you see that one speck? That's fake."
You're the clueless one. I'm just saying.
Mikey, you're the one that gets your information from the media, bro.
I'm Team Mike Yellowstone. I'm Team Mike
That is the first time anyone has ever said that. That's the first time anyone has ever said that in their entire
way.
life. I am Team Mikey. I've never heard that in my life. That might be the only time you ever hear anyone on this podcast say I'm Team Mikey.
When it comes to
Comment if you want to be Team Mikey,
I'm Team Mikey, bro.
No.
because that's crazy to think.
I don't.
woke up smart today.
That's like type shit that like flat earthers believe.
No.
Yes.
No,
All right.
All right. At least you can acknowledge that it's fake. Because Mikey would be the kind of guy that'd be like, well, actually, I saw an Instagram reel that said Earth is flat.
Let's talk about this. So you mean to tell me you believe a video or picture of someone that went to the moon 100 years ago when they had no technology to even capture that? You believe it?
Bro, what? The camera's been around much longer than that.
Well, there's a video of like the bungee cord and they're like helping the guy jump and shit.
What?
Literally debunked the video.
Talking about the one on Simpsons?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I've never
yes,
seen- I've never ever.
I'll show you.
All right, show me it after. Because in the video of Lance Armstrong on the moon, wait, Neil Armstrong, Lance Armstrong is on a bike. Neil Armstrong on the moon. I've never once seen bungee cords attached to him.
You can believe it.
All I'm saying is like, but because I will say what I have heard is like people are like, oh well, we went and then we haven't gone since and got video proof, and it's like because we already went and there's no advantage of us going there. Like what we don't gain anything. Like there's not like there might be like a little water there or something. Like I don't actually know because I'm not an astrologist or whatever, but like. If you've already gone there and like it didn't really benefit you, why would you go again? Because the amount of money it takes to go to the moon is absurd. Like the rocket itself, the fuel, the person, the training, because you have to train for like months in advance before you even get up in a spaceship. So like the amount of money is just not worth it.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah. It's just bullshit.
I'm being serious. We've never been to the moon, bro.
This old shit, fake. People now have been to space and all that. I believe that.
So you think just the moon landing was fake?
Yes, just the moon landing.
Okay. That's like I think that's blasphemy, but it's not uncommon.
People have definitely been in space. Like,
I'm not talking about space. No, I'm not talking about space. Yes, I'm talking about landing on the moon.
People talking about their experience going to space, like nowadays.
No, I'm talking about going. I'm talking about landing.
The
on
moon landing with Neil Armstrong.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I knew that's what.
No,
you were
that's what I'm talking about
Was it
too.
1980 or 19?
I could not tell you a date.
I don't know.
Definitely wasn't
Maybe
1980 though.
70,
Look it up. When did Neil Armstrong land on the moon?
Yeah, I'm talking about
78?
landing on the moon, not just going to space. I don't really care.
Yeah,
about
no.
that. I don't feel like no.
So
People can flame me in the comments.
Did you
I don't
know back in the day, the Corvettes? You know how astronauts always had Corvettes and stuff like that.
no.
You didn't know that?
No,
that was
I
like the
never heard of
biggest
that.
thing. Like
I
astronauts
don't
always
know
had
that.
Corvettes, but they weren't allowed to
1969
gift
moon
them
landing, if you
to
already
the
didn't know.
astronauts for free
Mhm.
because they were U.S. government workers. So what they would do, they'd sell them for $1 to the astronauts.
The Corvettes?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying the guys that own the Corvettes would sell them for $1.
No.
I'm like, bro, what?
No,
Sign me up.
No.
Let me find him.
No, yeah.
Damn.
Damn, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
wonder why they chose Corvette. Like, I guess
It was a
it's-
muscle car at the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, that's not like, it's not like crazy. Like, I know a lot of people have talked about it. Like I said, like with the thinking that we haven't gone since, and like we were trying to beat Russia to the moon. That was kind of like the thing that like if we said we landed on the moon, then it would discourage them from going. Like, there's reasons why, but I just haven't seen a compelling enough reason. Like all the things I just said are like hypothetical. I haven't seen like enough proof to make me think it's not real. And like,
Yeah, I'm gonna show you that video.
Mike, you'll show me the video, and it'll probably be something that was edited by like some 12-year-old that he put on Instagram.
Part of the U.S. government literally came out and said all this on a podcast.
And he probably had his little badge drawn on with
He
crayons.
wasn't lying. Like he was,
You just know. You just know. Like
Oh.
you did you look up his credentials at all?
Like you could tell when someone.
Did you look up his?
An obvious true story. Like,
Well, you might as well just come sit here at this point. Like, he definitely had a badge drawn with crayons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you bring
my
up
God.
any hot topic around Mikey, he has the exact
Alright.
opposite opinion as you most of the time.
All right.
Well,
Change. Oh, you got some?
yeah. Well, we can switch it now. We can talk about my dislocated
That's what-
kneecap.
that's
Oh, yeah. We'll let you.
That's literally what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Talk to us about your
Since we
knee.
haven't been able to. So we were up in New Hampshire doing a weekend trip up there just to get away and everything.
Just you and Shayla?
Yeah, me and
yeah.
Shay. So Saturday we went to the Polar Caves. I don't know if you guys
Shout out Polar Caves.
Yeah, you guys familiar with those?
I haven't.
I
I've
have.
heard of it.
I know
I haven't
we've
been
I've
there.
been there.
Yeah,
haven't
we've
been.
been there with the Boys and Girls Club. And
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
went
that.
there. I've been there many times. Love going there.
Grew up going there and stuff. She's never been up there, experienced that, so we went and did that and everything. Hiked through the caves, great day, nice and beautiful and stuff. We get to the last one. There's the lemon squeeze.
Yeah, that's like their iconic one.
Yeah.
You get a shirt if you get.
No,
through
you
it,
don't.
but-
No, you don't.
Not well. Yeah, now it's not really.
Yeah, they got
Like
rid
they
of
made a
that.
bigger deal out of it in the beginning. And I
Yeah.
actually used to have a shirt. But
Yeah. Anyways, you got to go up through like a hole and climb through and everything to get up to it. It's not crazy hard. It's just like you got to
It's
figure
just
out the
kinda
angling.
tight. especially if you're
Um,
like an adult.
I mean, there was a 36-year-old, maybe pushing 40, buff guy. He was fine climbing through
Oh,
up
damn.
it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're buff, like yeah,
Like,
you'll
he
be
was
able to
chilling.
get through it.
I
It's
just-
like tight.
I kind of messed up. I swung my left leg around and just whacked it on the rock. Just my kneecap. So then the kneecap went all the way to the
So
left
this
side.
kneecap right here was over
No.
here.
It was just
way,
hanging off like
bro.
right here. It was just hanging there.
Just chilling.
It was
Just
completely, it was
chilling.
completely shifted off.
Yeah, and my leg was bent here, so it was stuck right here.
So what'd you do?
So I was like, "Hey, Shay." She already went. So you can go around, so you don't have to go through. You can still go through the cave, just
Right.
around the hole and everything. So I yelled back. I was like, "Hey, Shay, I need you to come back." She's like, "Right now?" I was like, "Yeah, right now."
She's like, God damn it! I just got out of here, Evan.
I was like, "Hey, I dislocated my kneecap." What? So she helped me get down. We sat down and everything. We put my leg down. We slowly extended it out all the way and everything, and we started whacking it
Yo.
to get it back in.
That must have been the most painful thing ever.
It doesn't really hurt. I had it happen once before. Luckily, I knew what to do. It doesn't hurt. It's the most weird and uncomfortable feeling in the world.
It's kind of like
because
people.
you want to bend your leg and you literally can't.
Yeah.
It's stuck there. You're
Yeah.
trying to bend
That's
the
crazy.
Because
muscles.
like think about it, like
you can't.
probably like people that dislocate their shoulder, they're like, all right, I just gotta.
Yeah,
Throw it back
into
place.
Fucking prem.
Yeah.
Does he do that?
Bro, there was this one time we were hooping, bro, and he literally went up for a jump shot. His shoulder slid out of place because he had dislocated it like a couple months before that, and so but he hadn't properly done it right, so it would just like slip in and out sometimes. So he
Oh,
slipped
yeah.
it out and he was like, he fucking puts it back in. I was like, damn, dude.
That's
But
hilarious.
yeah, we got it back in and everything like that. I climbed out through the cave. We had to fill out a stupid incident report and stuff, so I won't sue. The guy was so annoying though. He kept asking me questions, and I was like, "Can you just stop?"
Like the
Ashley.
guy in charge of the polar caves.
No, just this random he worked at the Polar Caves.
He's
but
actually
it
just
was
a
like-
random
it was
dude
a
just sitting
maintenance
there. He's like,
worker.
this is I do this
No,
for
he was
fun.
just a maintenance worker. I was like, why are you asking me all these questions? But the manager's like leaving me alone. It's like, can you leave me alone? And then I start like going blurry, lightheaded. I couldn't hear anything, everything going like silent because I was sitting down. I think I started losing blood circulation. So I had to stand up. I started moving around and slowly got it back. But I was like, dude, can you go get the golf cart? I need to get to my car.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Damn. You know what you needed in that moment?
huh?
Some Prime, and that's space bound.
But yeah, so I got back to the car and everything. I had Shay call her cousin because he's a physical therapist. We gave him a rundown of like everything. Like my leg felt fine. It didn't hurt. There was no pain really anywhere. Just a slight tiny bit. No, like my toes weren't purple or anything like that. I felt comfortable. He's like, once you get back into town, like on Sunday, just get an X-ray and stuff. But like after that, we went back to the Airbnb, chilled for an hour, and then we went on a train ride because we already bought tickets.
Yep.
So we did that for an hour and a half. But yeah, we got back. Somehow I slightly chipped my kneecap slightly. So there's like a little bit of my bone just floating somewhere.
Yeah, that's
So
what happened with my elbow. My elbow chipped when I dislocated it.
So what do they have to do about that?
Luckily, he wasn't concerned with it. I saw an orthopedic.
Yeah, it'll kind
He
of just
said
like, go away.
He wasn't comfortable. He was comfortable with how it looked and everything because it wasn't causing any pain, irritation, or anything like that, which it can do, and that would result in surgery.
Right.
Because you would have to remove it because it's cutting up the tissues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Didn't need that. He was very happy. He was kind of shocked at how well I could move my leg already after like 4 days after it. So he sent me to PT, saw our PT for a day. He was ecstatic. He was like kind of shocked I even dislocated it. Like he didn't believe me.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, wow, you actually did? I'm kind of shocked. So he's just having me strengthen the muscles around it. But yeah.
Right.
Other than that, they're like, yeah, you just simply just whacked the kneecap, and that was it. I was like, yeah, really shitty luck there.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be so uncomfortable. Like when I had my elbow, bro, like I couldn't even look at my arm. Cause like literally like this part of my arm was here,
Yeah.
And it was like stuck straight, and I was just like, and I was screaming my head off, obviously, but like it was a dislocation is just so weird to me.
Oh, it is.
But
Absolutely.
it's like low key a sign of good health because then your bones aren't brittle and they didn't break.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's what I was saying in my head. I was like, thank God, thank goodness it did not break.
Yeah, that
I was like,
crazy.
I'd rather this than a broken leg.
Oh, you got a shattered kneecap.
Yeah, that too. That would have been
Dude, I'd have been
worse.
fucked. You'd have been out for a while.
Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to walk forever.
Oh yeah,
like-
maybe a knee replacement.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you probably definitely would have needed a knee replacement.
Yeah.
Dude, so is it just like sore now?
Yeah, not. It's just tightness.
Yeah.
That's all it's been on. It's
Where
like
does it
there's
hurt?
no
Like
sore.
on your actual kneecap or just like around
Just
it?
around it. The
Just
muscles
around it.
Like
Yeah,
your
I
actual
mean they
kneecap
probably
is
got
in it?
stretched
Yeah,
and
no. Especially
pushed out of the way.
this side extremely got stretched because I
Right.
pushed all the muscles all the kneecap
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way. So all these muscles got extended out all the way. So it's just mainly just loosening up the muscles and then retightening
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Jordan Love.
Yeah, for real.
Damn, that's tragic, bro.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
But yeah, it was still good. Still a good weekend.
Yeah.
Sunday we still stayed up
Didn't
there.
let it ruin your weekend?
Huh?
Didn't let it ruin your
Oh,
weekend?
hell no.
Good man.
Oh. Went out, got some drinks, had a fire, chilled by that Saturday night. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
How was the original pain when it slid over, or did it go numb? Because I know a lot of people when they have a horrific injury like that,
Yeah.
they'll just
It
be like,
just
I don't
goes,
even
your
feel
body
it.
doesn't. Yeah, your body doesn't know how to
I don't even feel it.
comprehend.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Luckily, no pain. Honestly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pain at all. It was just like stiffness.
You're
That's
looking
all.
at it and you're like,
You're
Yeah.
supposed to be there, bro.
Yo.
The cringiness of it. Oh, the
Yeah,
next
dude.
day, that was the worst thing, I think. Just looking down and just remembering the kneecap was over there.
Yeah,
That
or
was
just the memory
and
of
just,
you just
like,
going like,
And whenever I aced the next...
get up there.
Yeah, literally. Oh, just whacking. Just trying to get it back in because I was
Yeah.
like, please just go in. Please just go in. I don't want to go in an ambulance.
Right.
But yeah, just got it luckily back in. But yeah, now just slowly working at it and getting it back to normal.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, young man.
I know, right? Fucking crazy.
But all right, so Mikey just gave me like the 1 hour sign a little bit ago. So we're gonna move on to our final segment, and it's top 4, and it's on you today. 'Cause
Oh,
I
it
did
is?
the last,
Oh,
yeah, I did the
man.
last one with
Oh,
Rylan.
shit, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking. I
Oh.
was like counting in my head because I did the first episode.
All
This
right.
is episode 4.
Well,
Just off the top of the dome, top 4.
homeboy just put me on the spot. I
Yeah.
didn't come prepared on this one. I actually thought it was yours for some reason.
Oh, I can
No.
give you a good one if you need it. If you
Oh hey!
Oh, we
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
assists?
yeah, we got an
Yeah.
assist
We'll take an
today.
assist,
All right.
okay.
Top 4 gas station snacks.
Oh, yo! What a topic!
I'm gonna tap you up
Not
after this.
snacks, but top 4 gas station picks. So
Okay.
it could be a drink, it could be a snack. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
All right, give me a little layout. Give me the
Okay, and it
scenery.
definitely isn't the urban we went to last night because that was
That was-
ass.
I don't know.
Well,
Ass.
crackheads.
Not that. No, the snack selection. Not the fucking crackheads associated with it. That too.
All right.
Give me the plot. Give me the scenery. Like, are we on a boys' road trip? You know, it's a hot summer day.
Yeah, we're
Is it
going
a
on
winter? We're going to a
road trip.
basketball game. Like,
No,
what are we
we're
doing?
on a
What are we
road
doing?
trip.
Road
okay?
trip. What season?
Fucking, I don't know, man.
Fall.
Why are we going
It's
to
fall.
Because
Fall.
it depends. Because I need my essentials.
Fall.
Fall. We'll
We're
say
gonna
fall.
base it on right now. Fall.
So say
fall trip.
it's a Friday night right now.
We're going to
And
Six Flags.
And we're going to Six Flags tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
You got it.
All right, I'm gonna give you 4,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna rank them after because I kind of got to
Yeah.
bottom out. Okay. Top 4 essentials. That's a good question. Need some type of candy.
Yeah.
All right.
For me, it's Mike and Ike's.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
Really,
It's my
that might
favorite.
be one of the worst candies in my opinion. Those things are gross. They're like okay.
He's tripping, right?
You know
They're not like okay. Gross was an overstatement, but like out of all
What
the
do you like,
candies I
fucking-
see, Mike and Ike's, I'm like,
I like the
that's
blue
not top of my list.
What do you like? Fucking hot tamales?
Hell no, that's worse.
I'm not gonna lie,
Fucking
those
Whoppers?
are good. I like hot tamales.
No, I'm more like
Whoppers are looking good though.
well, they are. Everyone hates on Whoppers, but they're actually good. They're actually good.
They're always the last one in the bag.
All right,
All right, so Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's. I need some type of like chip, so I'm gonna go with a bag of sun. That's my favorite chips, but it's not like a good gas station snack. Though. Oh, cheddar fries. I had cheddar fries last night. Absolutely, I love cheddar fries.
Shout
They're
out.
so good.
You fuck with cheddar fries?
Yeah.
If y'all don't know what cheddar fries is, it's kind of a it's not a mainstream snack, but it's
but it's like
yeah.
something that became big like at least
Yeah.
like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and now they not like everyone was huge on them 10 years ago. Like they were the hot fries first. I
Yes.
think that's the first that came out. Then the
Yeah.
next was the cheese fries. So
Because this is what you need for if you need a top 4 essentials. You always need a drink, which I'll get to.
Yeah.
You need like a candy or a chocolate or something. You need it, and then you need a snack or two.
yeah,
Right?
I agree.
That's the
I
loadout.
agree.
For me,
I
that's the
agree.
loadout. That's the
I
loadout.
agree.
So
That's
I got-
that's the way I was gonna make my list.
That's my loadout. Okay, so I got Mike and Ike's for my candy.
Yeah.
Snack number 1, I have. The fuck did I just say?
The cheddar fries.
Cheddar fries. Yeah, wow, I just had a brain fart. All right, cheddar fries. I'll skip to my drink. I'm gonna go with See, I would say water. Normally, I would just drink water, but like, if I'm gonna go to a gas station, I'm gonna get something good. You know?
Yeah.
What's a decent drink, bro? If I'm going on the road trip with the boys, it's the
I feel
fall.
like you love your lemon lime Gatorade.
I was gonna say strawberry Powerade.
Strawberry Powerade's good too. I might have to go with like a raspberry iced tea.
All right, like a brisk,
No, like a pure
Or
leaf.
a pure leaf. All right.
Oh, those are good.
Pure leaf. For my snack number 2, though, probably some like cheddar Chex Mix.
Damn, that was literally
Cheddar
on my
Chex Mix.
list. That was on my list.
But if I'm gonna go my top 4 in that
No,
order,
Yeah, you got to rank them. Like you have
Yeah.
like your money's limited. Like 4, you can get all 4, but then 3, you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like 1 is like if you only had enough money to buy
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing, you're
yeah,
getting this
yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go
It's your-
cheddar fries at 1 for me.
Yeah.
Mike and Ike's at 2.
Yeah.
Raspberry iced tea at 3.
I was gonna say you're getting a lot of food
And-
without a bev.
Chex Mix at 4.
All right,
All right.
that's valid. All right, I'll go because I was thinking the same thing. So my drink is Great Propel. That I get that damn near every time I go to a gas station. Like that is just what I get. Like cause like with me like I don't love sugary drinks. Like I don't drink soda. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Like I'll get like if I get like a shake or something that's different. But like from a guy like I don't know. I like tea and stuff. But like for me I just like really love Great Propel. Like that is my thing. And so Great Propel is my drink. Cheddar Chex Mix 100% was gonna be one of my snacks.
Every time we do these lists, you always got some rah ass shit.
Says you with the Mike and Ike's.
You said out of all the fucking drinks you can pick from, you said Grape Propel. I didn't even know they
Propel?
still made those anymore. Granted, I had a Propel like that.
Yes, that's so you're lying. Great Propel is the best. The best
it's
Propel
not the
flavor.
best.
Propel flavor.
Nah, kiwi strawberry.
Hell no. Keep that
Yes,
to
sir.
yourself.
Out of all the drinks you can pick, you said I'm gonna get a Grape Propel.
Damn right.
That
It's
point, I would
damn
just
near
get water.
delectable.
Yeah, you didn't even pick the right flavor.
Yeah, for real.
Shut up.
Just get water
Anyways,
at some point.
continue.
So great Propel,
Cheddar Chex Mix.
cheddar Chex Mix.
Yeah.
Then, what else? For sweet, I don't really like candy as much. I'm gonna go with like cookies.
Okay, that is you. That is you.
So I gotta go with like. I gotta go with like the Chips Ahoy Chewy or like Chips Ahoy with like the Reese's or something
fair.
inside
That's
of
fair.
it. But I'll get like a smaller sleeve. I can't get the whole box because
Yeah.
then it'll be too dangerous.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that's that. And then number 4, what's something I get at a gas station or I'd want to get at a gas station if I could. I'd probably go with like low key, to keep it simple, I'm gonna go with like chocolate covered pretzels. Cause you know me, I'm a big sweet guy. So like chocolate covered pretzels
That's
with
what I
like
got last
something.
night.
Cause I just can't think. Like I love beef jerky too. I guess. I guess I'll put beef jerky in there over the pretzels just cause I eat beef jerky more.
Good. I was about to flame your ass. Great
So-
propellant fucking chocolate covered pretzels. That's a no. They're good. But you're going to a gas station for your top 4. You're picking chocolate covered fucking pretzels.
No, but
Great
you're
Propel.
telling me you're standing there in front of the cash register and you see all the candy in there. You're picking fucking Mike and Ike's.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even know if a gas station even has Mike
They
and Ike's.
do.
Now that
No,
I
they
think about it.
definitely
They
do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you're picking Mike and Ike's over like a Kit Kat, Reese's, M&M's, like any of those. You're picking Mike and Ike's.
You see Doritos, barbecue chips, fucking the barbecue twisted chip. You're just, yeah.
M&Ms are the most.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some pretzels with some chocolate on it. What?
I rather have peanut.
Because I already
M&Ms
have
or something.
chips.
That's
Yeah.
a terrible loadout.
No, my loadout's fire. Although low key, I'm torn. I say cheddar Chex Mix now, but it really depends on the day because the bold Chex Mix are also very good.
Those are good
The
too.
black bag.
Oh yeah.
So I'll say cheddar, but like it really depends
When we
on
were
the day.
younger, you got me onto those.
They're so good, bro. So, but if I had to go in
13.
order, I would probably say the cookies are 4 for me. Like I would get them, but like that's only if I'm like splurging. The 3 would be beef jerky. Then 2 would be the Propel. 1 would be the Chex Mix. Because
Where the
like
fuck are the pretzels?
I took them out. I said I was doing beef jerky instead.
Oh, you did?
You literally said like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I took out because I eat beef jerky a lot because I just like protein and I think it tastes really good.
Yeah, you saved yourself from that one.
Yeah, Mike
Alright,
and
you
Ike's
better
over
have
there.
this list. You're not off the hook either. You're getting
One.
flamed too.
Big bag of popcorners.
Oh my god.
Which color?
What?
I mean, out of all the chips, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. But I love popcorners.
Well,
but
I don't like. It's the healthiest one.
Oh,
But no, but the question isn't. Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm
yes.
always gonna get though. I'm not gonna get anything else.
Because all right, if you were gonna go for the healthy choice of what I'd actually
no.
probably get, I'm gonna
Is-
get like a water, obviously.
Yeah,
but like, I'm
yeah,
trying to go.
Well,
out
it's
of the
not
box,
even
like,
the
I'm going to the
healthiest.
gas
It's
station.
what I would get. I would have got those last night, but they didn't have them.
all right, but what?
Yeah, they
what
did.
pop, which
No,
ones?
they didn't. They had the big bag. I didn't want a big bag. I just wanted a small one. They didn't have the small ones.
Then you just said big bag.
Yeah, I said I didn't want a big bag, but last night I didn't want a big bag. But
Oh,
if we're going on
Because
a
we
road
had
trip,
eaten 3 meals at Chick-fil-A.
yeah, that too.
So what color though? You gotta say you can't say popcorners. What popcorners?
Yeah.
You know what?
The cheddar cheese, the red bag.
The red bag.
The
California.
sweet and sour. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said sweet and sour. That's
what the fuck?
not what they are.
Instead of beef jerky, I was gonna do beef jerky, but Dots cinnamon pretzels.
Oh,
You said
Dots, dude.
Dots.
Nah,
cinnamon
that's a great pull. That was the thing
Yeah.
I showed you, dude.
Dots, like the fucking.
No.
chewy candy?
Dots is a new. Dots is a new.
Dots
I've
pretzels.
showed you. I
I
think
have 'em
I'll show you after the
upstairs.
pod. Too.
I have them
Yeah,
upstairs.
they're. It's a new pretzel, like just brand, but they
Wait,
are
you wanna
the
grab 'em?
greatest pretzels I've ever had. Like they're so good, and these ones are cloaked in cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, they're
So
so
it's like
good.
sweet. They're very, very good.
So you mean to tell me, between the two of you motherfuckers,
Motherfucker, you picked
changed it-
Mike and I. You
changed
can't
it-
say shit.
change it. You picked pretzels. Pretzels. No one in the comments is going to agree with you picking pretzels.
You
Where the
picked
fuck that's-
Mike and I.
Mikey, you're the king of all sugar and
That's
candy.
true.
You're going to the store and getting cinnamon sugar pretzels for your top 4 from a gas station. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no.
I gotta go Mike and Ike's.
Thank you.
That's
He's the
absurd.
king of candy, bro. And soda, man.
That's
Yeah,
absurd.
but he like candy. That's the issue.
See,
That's the thing. I don't go for candy.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it is y'all preference. It's not, y'all.
Yeah, no, but we'll just sit here and
All
say
right.
both of you are blasphemous. Like taking Mike and Ike's out of all candy, and then I think taking popcorners out of all chips is kind of crazy. But I love popcorners.
Exactly.
And then I retracted the pretzels.
You did.
But yeah, thinking on it, picking pretzels out of all chips too is kind of crazy.
it's crazy word, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not saying those aren't fire. I bet they are. No, they're probably fire. They're
No,
probably
they
fire.
are.
I got them
And
upstairs. We're trying them
they're pretty
afterwards.
much the ones who
Yeah,
gotta
no,
put
I
you
bet
on.
they
Those are
are
good
fire.
too.
I bet they are fire.
Yeah.
But if you're going to a gas station and we're going on a road trip with the boys, I can bet your ass you're not getting cinnamon covered.
Oh, absolutely. Watch
He
me.
did the other day.
I literally did the other night.
I'm sure those aren't bad.
I have
No, they're
those.
very
I
good.
bet they're fire. I bet they're fire. I bet they're fire. All right, continue.
All right, continue.
All right, fudge strip cookies, the Keebler ones,
Oh, those are very, very, very
those
good
are
cookies.
Those,
Yeah.
are good. Those are good.
and then for a drink,
That's an underrated pick, actually. I like that. Those are good.
yeah, there's.
They're very good.
I almost got them last night.
Those are
I
good.
thought you were talking about fudge rounds for a minute. Shout out fudge rounds if you're watching.
Okay.
Okay, freaking snack. Those things used to be fire in high school. I'd get those all
For
the
a
time.
drink, I gotta kick it back to old school. Arnold Palmer,
That's good.
Oh, half and half lemonade.
half and half,
Those are good.
tall 32-ounce can.
Yep, the white. and
Yep.
The only thing that's ass about those is it's in a freaking can, man.
Yeah,
you need
once
to
you
put it in
open-
a bottle like Briss did.
Well, they do. They
Yeah,
have
now
bottles.
they do, but like you needed to think of that earlier.
No, they've had bottles. They've had them for years. When we were growing up, they
No, I
had
know,
bottles.
but like originally when they came out, like whoever thought of the marketing, like let's put it in a can.
you want to
like-
know why? Because they can keep it 99 cents, and that's why it's still 99 cents.
Yeah, but you could have made a bottle 99 cents. Like, let's be honest.
No chance. You wouldn't be making no money. Profit margins would be like 10 cents.
They're clearly doing something right.
Well, yeah, no, clearly, because I mean, you remember I used to buy the gallon jugs.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So chug that shit.
Yeah, that shit was gas.
Yeah, the 4.
All right, rank them in order now.
1. Cookies.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
2. I would go to say the drink. 3.
Okay.
The Dots pretzels. 4. The corners.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
you heard it
that's
here
fair
first.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But all right, you guys can roast us in the
Yeah.
comments for our picks for the top 4. But thank you guys so
Actually,
much.
Hold on before we get out of here. In the comments, let us know who had the best top 4. Okay.
I like that. I like
Just write
that.
Yeah.
Evan, Andrew, or
You
Scott.
can just write Andrew because my list was by far the
Yeah.
best.
This shit was butt sack. And then we'll tally them up at the end if we have a decent amount of commenters, and we'll see who won.
We'll see who won. We'll let you all know in the next video. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for liking this video, subscribing, share this with your friends. We hope you enjoyed. We're just here kicking it back with the boys, trying to have a good time, and just throw up the 4s.
As always, man, throw them 4s up.
4 on TV.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.